Yeah, when we get the actual players on here, it's going to be so cool. Hey, Jeff, we're at the Coding After Work meetup in Stockholm and learning about Twitch. You're live on stage. Kids in Stockholm, how you doing, man? It's great to be with you. We are building the CodeRushed. We're using CodeRushed and Visual Studio, live coding, C#, and TypeScript. We are building a bunch of special effects for a live Dungeons and Dragons stream that we're going to do on Twitch as well. So live coding here during the day. On the weekends, we're going to do a Dungeons and Dragons game. Yeah, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm just working on the map editor here, where I've got the ability to like take this hole and move it in the ice, that sort of thing. We built all this in WPF. I can rotate it around. I can flip it left or right, that sort of thing. Let's get some treasure. We'll drop some treasure down on the map. We're just kind of working through all of this kind of fun stuff here, right? We'll put some treasure here. We'll stick it under the tree. We'll move it to the back like this, that sort of thing. Building the map here, and you can kind of see what's going on here. Double click on the room and go select what kind of floor we want for it. For example, we'll give it a dirt floor, give it a lava floor, that sort of thing, right? Pick the floor you want and then build the pieces you want to build on it. So for example, we come in here again, we can play with the money, drop some money down over here. Let's scale it down, right? All this is built in WPF. We built it here live on the show, on the CodeRushed show, using Visual Studio. Speaking of Visual Studio, every show just about, Jeff, I am talking about how great Edit and Continue is, how great XAML Hot Reload is, using them all the time. They follow excellent, excellent design principles, and I'm super happy with those features. We were just talking about those not too long ago as well. By the way, with these, here, let me get some ruins and drop them on here. What do I want to do on the ruins section here? I'm not sure if I like actually any of these. Let's go to damage. And yeah, I want to get like a hole, and I want to pop it in here like this. Let's drop the scale down a little bit, and let's change the hue of this so it's looking a little more lava-like. Put it over here. A little more orange, right in there. We got this kind of nice melting kind of effect. And over here, we can come in here as well. We think we can change the hue a bit, make it a little redder right there, so it looks like it's more naturally in the room. Drop its lighting down a little bit like this, right? So it looks like it's in the room, and maybe increase the contrast as well. There we go, just like that. So this is my map editor, right? I've got my frost room up here. I've got my lava room down here, and this is all, like I say, for the Dungeons and Dragons show. Speaking of which, it's a live show. You can see Fred over there. Fred, good? Fred says he's good.
Bushwhacker.
There we go. There's a little cutie right there. We want to do, like, for example, in Dungeons & Dragons, you can run like an athletics check with advantage. She can run that. The dice get rolled out automatically like this. Because it's advantage, boom, we're going to take away the low number. There it is. We add the +3 that she gets. It's all done automatically. Very cool stuff for Dungeons and Dragons. Also, she can cast spells. For example, she can cast Wrathful Smite. Boom. Check out the special effects are actually going around my finger with a Band-Aid on it, by the way. See that? They're going behind my finger. You can like bring up her greatsword, for example. Live 3D effects in front of the player, so each of these will be the players that are playing here. And when she rolls the attack, special effects galore that are happening there. All of this has been built live on this stream using Visual Studio and CodeRushed, C# and TypeScript. Also, one of the things that happens is I am an expert in great design. I speak about it at conferences all over the world. And we use the design principles as well to make this stuff look really gorgeous. Ray of Frost instead. So there you can see there's the spell effects going around me, particle effects spinning around me live, right? Nobody else has this. So there's the effect. Let's roll the attack on that. And you can see the dice damage has different effects with it. So you can see there's the cold damage effect with that. Or if I were going to cast Melf's Minute Meteors, that's going to do some fire damage. And so I can roll that damage on that effect. And there you can see the special effects that are all going there live over the top with fire damage on the dice. Everything you're seeing right now has been built live on the show.